Hello, everyone. This is Crendus with a little update. Thank you very much for your support so far, and happy 2017. Happy New Year. It's a bit late, but I actually lost my internet for actual New Year's Eve, which is when I wanted to make this video, but it's fine. I'll just do it now. But I wanted to actually release all the episodes that we made in 2016, so everything I have recorded up until now, just so we can start off on a clean slate. I probably will be doing that when I release this video along with this video, so look forward to that. And really, it's not too much. I think like I only had like literally maybe two 2016 Tyranny videos left. Everything else, and I do mention in the most recent video I did, which I think was hanging out with more friends. I think that's the name of the episode. In that episode, yeah, it's pretty much when I recorded while my internet was down. That was also when I initially planned on releasing all the episodes before then. But yeah, it's not that heavy of an episode really. In any case, we're pretty much caught up on all our videos besides that, and Battle Brothers, of course, which I don't mind styming a little bit because it's Battle Brothers, an early access game, so it's not really content full, unfortunately. I guess that's the best way to put it. But yeah, fun game. So I have a few things to take care of here. I'll probably be getting off script. I've probably gotten off script already, but I don't really have a script to begin with. But I do have a few bullet points to hit. As for future content that we'll have on this channel, I'm a voice talent. I will be looking forward to getting a website up for me, of course, mainly for business reasons, and that will have my voice demo on it. I'm not sure, but I might have my voice demo also posted on like a YouTube video with just something in the background. But of course, the actual demo would be at the worst on a SoundCloud file. At best, it'll be on a website. Yeah, that's something for me, I guess. That's really not pertinent to YouTube at all. But what is pertinent to YouTube is that I think I will be trying to add in at least maybe weekly content. I mean, daily if possible, but I don't really have any ideas to make this daily at all, but weekly at the very minimum, stuff related to voiceover. So I kind of want to get into audiobooks. So I might be actually doing a narration of, let's see here, David L. Robbins' War of the Rats, one of my favorite books ever. It'll be very interesting because I mean, in order to effectively tell it, in my opinion, anyways, it would require at least a decent German and Russian accent. But I think it's a really fun story to just share with everybody. It's a long book, so I can't really say we'll get through it quickly, but it's something I consider definitely. Other things I've considered is literally going on like online and looking up voiceover challenges and just finding what voiceover challenges existed online and just doing them here, even if they aren't expired or if they were for a contest or something. The few scripts I've seen so far actually aren't unlike things I've already done for workshops, so I could do it on this channel, just just to share it with you guys. But for the most part, it wouldn't really be anything besides just additional practice, which, to be honest, is pretty much what this entire thing is. Um, as I stated in the description or my intro video, this is kind of just my personal YouTube channel. It would be nice if we just keep on growing it, which I fully plan on keep on growing it, but it's not going to be the main thing that I do. Maybe it will in the future. I don't know. We'll see. We'll certainly see. So, another thing I wanted to cover is how Let's Plays have been going so far. I'm still getting into a format that will be really effective for Let's Plays. It differs from video to video, but there's just a general format that I could be following for every video. Since I started the channel, I forget when, a few months ago. I think it was after July. It could be August. I hope it was August anyways. It wasn't that long though. I struggled with the very minimum of tasks to do that I now have to do, well, now that I do with every video. So like establishing a thumbnail format, that was interesting. That requires a very basic level of knowing GIMP in my case, or your preferred photo editor. So Adobe Photoshop, things like that. I'm sure you could probably do something in Paint too, except I didn't really want to do with that because I already have some experience with GIMP. So why not use that? And it's very routine at this point, as it should be. I want to try to make the thumbnails a bit more interesting, I guess. But at the end of the day, it's a thumbnail. It really doesn't matter. Some thumbnails, I mean, some people prefer using the same format for all their videos. I apparently am amongst them because pretty much we've had like the in the diagonal upper left corner K for Crendus, and in the bottom left, the episode number. I originally had it in the right side, which some videos still do have that, just because I didn't want to have to redo all of them. But that gets in the way of the part where it shows the length of the video on the thumbnail. So that wasn't very pertinent for showing episode number. Now, other things, I mean, besides that, we also need to think, or at least I need to think about what other content we have after our current series are finished. XCOM, that's easy. I could just start up another XCOM campaign if I'm so inclined, which it's very tempting. It's very tempting, and I think this time we might do a vanilla playthrough. I know that's a bit boring, but at the same time, I think that would be the best direction to go in, just so we can have that on the channel. After that, we can start screwing around with mods again. But I think that's the direction we go with XCOM 2. As for Tyranny, Tyranny has actually maybe convinced me to go back to Pillars of Eternity. I'm not guaranteeing that though, because as you probably noticed, if you've watched my Tyranny videos, if you haven't, I recommend checking it out. It's a really interesting game. It's definitely up my alley because something I really like is games that have a heavy focus on characters. And Tyranny definitely does. I would say it's entirely character driven. The world's kind of interesting, but really it's the characters that form the world. And really, like, it's kind of in the title. Tyranny it implies that someone would be needing to cause the tyranny or have tyranny existing at all. So yeah, without a character to cause that, then tyranny would not really exist. So it's kind of there already. We'll definitely be finishing Tyranny, of course. That goes without saying. Will I be doing something? I think I actually wanted to mention this, but I didn't actually mention it. The reason I don't do Tyranny on a higher difficulty other than normal is because I really don't. I mean, the combat's fine. I don't have a proper reverence for that sort of combat in order to really want to challenge myself with that sort of gameplay, if that makes any sense. So I decided not to do that. We're playing on normal. I don't really know what, like, Path of the Damned or whatever. I think Path of the Damned is actually the Iron Man mode. I don't know what the higher difficulties actually do. I assume it would just scale damage up and probably put it would probably put friendly fire on, which is usually how those games increase their difficulty. Because that harkens back to, like, Dungeons and Dragons, Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter Nights, things like that. Neverwinter Nights 2, I have considered. Yes, have considered that. Do not know if we'll be doing that. I think that would be fun to play, though. And if I play it, I might as well make a series on it, right? Another thing I guess I could also consider is doing Tyranny from a different perspective. So there is more than one path in Tyranny. I'm not going to say how many due to the lack of spoilers, which, I mean, I'm probably one of the more spoiler sensitive people in the world. So to give you an example, I consider, like, revealing a new, I consider revealing a class's ability kind of spoilerish. A lot of people don't. I like having the surprise there, though. So if I consider something that like a spoiler, of course, I'd consider story paths a spoiler and what those paths would be. They're fairly obvious, but still. I don't know if we'll do that. And if we do that, we might as well do it on a higher difficulty. But we'll see. The way I'm playing Tyranny right now is just what I would, well, not what I would be doing. Well, basically, it is what I would be doing in this situation. I wanted to just kind of represent me and our choices going forward, being kind of my choices rather than I'm role playing a specific character in mind. Um, so that takes care of that. Battle Brothers, I definitely want to be doing more Battle Brothers in the future. But after we finish our current series, I believe I'm probably not going to do anything on Battle Brothers until the next build of Early Access comes out. And as far as I'm aware, they don't have an actual release date for the game yet. Once they do, I'd be way into that. Another game that was formerly in early access but is now released a long time ago now at this point. I think it was literally like a year ago now. Is Darkest Dungeon. Consider doing that as well. I don't think, I mean, I think that would be fun for me to play. I don't know if that would be very interesting to watch because, much like with Battle Brothers, and I guess to a lesser extent, XCOM 2, at some point it becomes grindy. And I'm a strong proponent of grindy being very boring to watch. And that's pretty much been my philosophy of choosing videos or series or games or whatever you want to call it, to have to feature. Well, not even a feature to do things on this channel with. If it's boring to me, or if I don't see any value in making it, either from a entertainment or a perspective value, just like any sort of value at all, then I probably won't be doing a video on it. So with that said, I wanted to end this video with a few thanks to two very special people. From the XCOM 2 side, I have Young Vybz, Young VYBZ. So I assume that's Vibes. I just connected the dots in that case. I apologize if I'm wrong, but a commenter in my XCOM 2 series. Thank you very much. I really appreciate positive feedback like that. I mean, I would appreciate negative feedback too. Not as much, but feedback is feedback. So thanks a lot. I hope you like watching my series so far, and I I I would say try to check out another one of my series just in case XCOM 2 ends. It's not going to end anytime soon, but admittedly, I have been putting that kind of on the back burner just because I've been busy with other things. So I haven't actually, at the time of this recording, anyways, recorded another XCOM 2 episode to be putting up daily. But I'll be getting on that as soon as possible. So yeah, thanks for watching so far, and just thanks in general. Now, for the tyranny side, Wlodzimiers. Mr. Wlodzimiers, I've had really interesting discussions with the game with you so far. And to be perfectly honest, it made my experience with playing Tyranny a lot more interesting. Because just knowing that someone that I could discuss the game with watching, I mean, just knowing that person is watching, it just makes it a lot more interesting for me because I can have someone just be like, "Oh wow, holy crap, that happened," or well, I don't know what's going to happen yet, but this is my thought process going forward, and of course that goes into my commentary too. But I mean, that's kind of the value of a let's play, I would say. Literally, let's playing in a recording format, of course, with other people and seeing what other people think, sharing with other people, essentially. So, yeah, Wlodzimiers and Young Vybz, thank you very much for watching. We'll definitely be going forward with the channel. I'm happy to have you guys along. Thank you for your time. Thank everyone for your time. You don't need to be a commentator for me to be thankful. I know we have bots too. I'm not really thankful for the bots, but thank you for the bots as well, I guess. Um, and yeah, we'll be going forward with this channel hopefully quite a bit in 2017. I will be doing regular updates. I will be doing daily uploads as much as possible. At least, at the very minimum, one upload per game slash series, however you want to call it. A game that I want to be getting into in my off time would be Final Fantasy XIV again. It's a game I played a lot. I met a lot. I mean, I have a decent amount of friends from it who actually I've never played with inside the actual game, as crazy as that seems. So I'm kind of it's hit or miss with me right now, but it's definitely been interesting. I wanted to get back into it. I've had issues with getting back into it so far. I've had issues with getting it back into it before. But yeah, it's something that I probably will be getting into. And will I be doing content on it? Maybe that's a heavy maybe because that's one of the games where I consider that more to be, I mean, to be more of a streaming experience. Off the top of my head, if I do make content on it, it would be pretty much just recording all of my gameplay, but then cutting everything out except for the story sequences. And maybe like, the game doesn't really do this that much, but if there's some like set piece battles that follow story sequences, so like instance battles is the literal term for it, then I probably will be recording those as well. But as for the grinding, general questing, exploring, probably not. I might I would I'm definitely not doing guide videos unless for some reason I become amazing at the game all of a sudden, but that would be a miracle. So don't look forward to that because that would be a lie to say if that was going to happen. For thoughts videos and for just general speculation videos, maybe, because honestly, that would not be too hard to actually put up. But in any case, this is me. This is Crendus. This is our channel. Thank you very much for watching and happy 2017. So, everyone listening to this video, let's make 2017 a pretty good year, huh? I have a lot of things to do myself. I have a lot of issues to sort through myself. I want to get everything organized in 2017, which I could probably do fairly easily, to be perfectly honest. But the real challenge is to stick with that. Not so much to just make a plan, but to execute. So with that said, let's make our plans and just execute them, huh? So thanks for watching. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you later.